This week on Machinery Pete TV, we return to the Smith family retirement auction in Chillicothe, Missouri, where Pete features an excellent pre-def 8320R that nearly broke a record. Everything is original on this 1956 Minneapolis-Moline. And we're back to Agritechnica with a hybrid tractor that boasts up to 260 horsepower.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. No other cornhead works like a Drago or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV, coming at you this week from Chillicothe, Missouri. And you know, the world we live in today, in our country, we have a lot of issues. Things are kind of messed up. But here in America, if you have a dream and you're still willing to roll up your sleeves and go for it and put in the hard work, you can do amazing things. And today we have a story I think that's going to make you smile and give you hope. Young auctioneer Josh Teeter with Teeter Auction Company went to auction school when he was 16 years old, started his company when he was 18, and he's built a fantastic company. We're going to watch him sell a beautiful line of farm machinery today. Now before we start the show, we got to go back to the studio and get the latest farm equipment news.
I'm Clinton Griffiths, and here's the latest news from across the industry. Year-end totals are in for 2023 tractor sales. The Association of Equipment Manufacturers monthly flash report shows several new tractor sales categories were down for 2023. Now, AEM says the sale of all farm tractors last year was down 8% compared to 2022. Breaking it down further, two-wheel drive smaller tractor sales were down 11%, while 40 and under 100 horsepower tractor sales were down 9%. However, sales of four-wheel drive farm tractors were up more than 31% compared to a year ago. Combine sales for the year rose 2%. One key shipping lane could lose up to $700 million this year. That's how much in lost revenue drought conditions could have on operations at the Panama Canal. This year, just 24 ships a day are expected to cross due to low water levels. Normally, that number is closer to 38 ships daily. And a new company just got approved to sell the world's first steaks made from cultivated beef cells. An Israeli company, Elf Farms, just got the go-ahead from the country's health ministry. It uses cells from a fertilized egg of an Angus cow living in California. Now, the cells are then combined with special nutrients to help them grow into sheets of meat that can then be shaped into cutlets or steaks. If there's one bright spot in the dairy industry right now, it's cheese. According to USDA's semi-annual dairy report on world markets and trade, global cheese consumption is projected to reach a new record high of 21.6 million tons. That adds up to 47.7 billion pounds this year. And how about this? Some real horsepower to the rescue. A 350 horsepower SUV got stuck in the snow in Tennessee, and look at how they got it out. An Amish gentleman from a nearby town of Etheridge responded with his two big draft horses, and with the help of some people pushing and the horses pulling, they managed to get the SUV out. That's it for news. Now, here are some recent auction prices from around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey, you 40 Series Deere fans, stick around. Coming up, we got a 79 model 4240 power shift, 9,399 hours on it.
Today, When you're looking for a way to harvest more corn, you can count on Drago to get the job done. With self-adjusting deck plates, more aggressive gathering chains, and longer knife rollers for less ear bounce, Drago corn heads make every hybrid yield better. You'll like their durability too. No other corn head works like a Drago, or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You've got to try this. The power of foam is the only way to clean and degrease your equipment. Simply foam it on, give the foam a few minutes to work, and power wash it off. Cuts grease and your wash time significantly. The foam won't harm electrical sensors or controls. It neutralizes and washes away farm chemicals and is safe to use on most surfaces. Call 888-996-7801 or go online to check out their dealer locator at poweroffoam.com to find the power of foam near you.
All right, folks, coming into the auction today, the average price, auction price on the John Deere 4240 so far this year, $24,800. Now, the highest auction price I've ever seen on a 4240 with over 9,000 hours actually just happened 3 weeks ago on a farm auction in Illinois City, Illinois. It went for $27,000. And today on the auction, 79 model, 9,399 hours.
I got 25, 26,000. Buy you a good one. Terry Smith quality. 25, 26. I got 25, 26,000. $6,000. 25 now. $6,000. 26, 27. I got $26,000. We're not three yet. 26, 27. I got 26,000. Live ain't gonna be 27 there. 28. 28, 8 now. $28,000. 8. Buy you a good one. You know the home it had, sir. 28, 29. $29,000. 29 and 29 and $29,000. Midnight buyer. 28, 29, 28, 29. I got 28, 29 and 9,000. 28, 29 and 9,000. Now 30,000, sir. We're not through yet. Buy you a good tractor. I got 29,000. 30,000, sir. 29, 30. I got 29, 30. I got 29 now. 30,000. I'm waiting on you, sir. I don't think we're through yet. You're going to buy you a good tractor here today. Don't go home without it. 29, 30,000. I got 29. I'll take 29.5, sir, if you want to give it one time. 29, 29.5. I got with a brand new hound in the race. Now 30,000. Yep, 30,000. 30,000. 29.5 now. 30,000. Look at the home it had, gentlemen. 29.5. 30,000. I got 29.5 now. 30,000. 30,000. 29.5, 30,000. Are we all in? Are we all done? At 29.5, 30,000, and I have sold the tractor. 29,500, sir. Thank you very much. You bought you a good one.
Hey, planter time, folks, and I tell you, we got a nice 10-year-old rig here on the auction. We got a 2013 John Deere 1790 CCS 24-row 20-inch. It's got new markers, never been used. Total acres, 10,668. It's going to be interesting to see how high this baby goes today.
20-inch centers, nice piece here. I think it's got a lot of life left in it, guys. And here we go. What I want to know is what you want to give. I've got 85,000, 87.5. I got 87.5, now 90,000. I'm at 87.5, 90. I got 87.5, now 90,000, now 92.5, and 92.5, 95,000, now 97.5, 100,000. Hit one and 100,000, now 10, 105, 105,000, $500,000, 105,000, 105. I got 100,000, 105, 110, sir. It'll be 110, 120, 115. I'll take 115, 110, 115. I got 110, 115,000, 115, 115,000. $115,000, 115. You know the home I had. 115. I'm at 110, 115,000. I got 110, 115,000. 115, 115, 115,000. I got 110, 115,000. I got 110, 115,000. Now 120. Hit 120,000. 20,000. 115, 120. Hit 115, 120. You know the home I had. Take a look here. 115, 120. Believe it would, sir. I got 115, 120. Hit 115. Dave, I'll take 117.5 since he's been a good bidder. 115, 117.5. I got 115, 117.5. I got 115, 117,500. 75, 117,500. I got 115, 117.5. I got 115. I got a good man on, boys. I'm going to sell it if you're all in, all done. Here we go. I got 115, 117.5. Internet, you still got your hand on the bid button. I got 115, 117.5. 117,500. 115, 117.5. Buy you a good planter. 115, 117.5. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all in? Are we all done? I got 115, 117,500. 117.5, and I have sold the good planter. 115,000. 86 is the number. 86.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
You want to hit it one more time? I got 17,500. 5. Sold 17,000. I got 6,500. 750. 67 and a half, and I have. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all in? Are we all done? I bid 6,500. 7 and a half, and I sold it, David May, 6,500 your way. Sir, one more time. Hit 52, 50, $1,000, 52 and a half, and I have. Hit $5,000, 52, 50, $50, and I sold $5,000. Thank you, sir. $3,000, 3 to bid, 3 to buy. Hit 27 and a half, $3,000, 53, $3,000, and I have sold $27.50, $2,750.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna be taking off these 800 metric Goodyear LSWs and putting on 320s, narrow ones. Man, that tire grabber system is incredible. I think it took us less than 45 minutes to change them for the first time. I guarantee you it's gonna be quicker than that next time.
Best way I've seen to fix faded paint? Dakota Shine. Made in South Dakota by Dakota Ag Innovations, a company with a 20-year history of working with top construction equipment manufacturers, now offering Dakota Shine to the farm community to help you keep your equipment looking like new and retain more value when it comes time to sell or trade. Key active ingredient from corn, soy derivatives. Order online at dakotashine.com or visit your regional farm stores to pick up your Dakota Shine today. What's that piece of equipment worth? Check out Machinery Pete's auction prices for the answer. Free to view, updated daily, all types of equipment. Go to machinerypete.com and click on the auction tab, then auction price data. Hey folks, I'm here with Josh Teeter, owner of Teeter Auction Company. And Josh, our Machinery Pete company, we work with 1,200 auction companies all over the U.S. and Canada. You have a very unique story in that you started your auction company and you didn't have any family in it. But let's walk this back. So you were like 16 years old and went to auction school, right?
16 years old. I kind of always tell the funny story. Saturday morning in June, I took the ACT test to prepare for college, and that afternoon I hopped in the pickup and went to Mason City, Iowa for auction school.
Wow.
So,
and that was 2010?
2010, yep.
Okay.
Yep, 16 years old.
Now what made you want to be an auctioneer?
You know, that's a great question, Pete. I kind of take it back to when I was a little boy. A lot of grandfathers took their grandson to a fishing hole. Mine took me to an auction. So I enjoyed the atmosphere, the energy, just really everything about it. So
is your grandpa still around?
He's not. He passed on in 2016, but you know, I have to give credit to him. He taught me a lot and made me more or less the man I am today. So I'm very, very blessed, very blessed.
Well, Josh, I have to relay that when we posted online that we were coming down to film, the number of people that commented like, "Oh, Josh, Teeter, those guys are great. They treat people well." What's your philosophy about you know, building your auction business that's worked for you guys over the last 13 years?
You bet. You know, you hit the nail on the head. Treat people right. You know, you treat them right. I'm a big believer. A man's word's a man's bond. You say what you're going to do, and you follow through with that. So, you know, at the end of the day, when we pass that check to the seller, we just hope that they say, you know, those guys did us right. They took care of us. They did everything they said. They worked hard, and you know, that's the greatest compliment we could get.
I noticed on your website, which by the way is teeterauctioncompany.com.
Yep.
You have a mission statement on there.
I do.
And it said, "We'll be with you from start to finish."
That's right, from beginning to end.
Hey, welcome back to Tractor Tales, folks. This week we're going to go to north central Illinois to check out a Minneapolis-Moline.
This is a 1956 Moline Model 335. My dad bought this from an elevator in Walnut, Illinois, probably about 30 miles from here. And it had a manual loader on it, and it wasn't very handy, so Dad scrapped that one, and we used it with a planter for a while on the farm. And then when my brother and I were in high school, the state used to hire local people with their own equipment to mow roads. And so he mowed a couple years with an old Ford, and I think 1 year with this, and then I mowed with 2 years for this one for the state. And it was kind of my dad's favorite tractor, and we had kind of an accident with it. And it went through the wrong spots, but we got it all fixed up again. It's a nice little tractor. It runs real well. This was the smallest of the three. There was the 335, the 445, and the 5-star. And as the numbers got bigger, the tractors got larger. And they kept the same configuration, but they didn't want to minimize the tractor by putting a small front end on it. Everything's original. The only thing we did buy new for this was the headlights, because the old ones were broken, and we did find some replacements. But everything else is original equipment. But Moline was good for their new ideas, their vision line, and then they just referred to this and made it a little bit sleeker. This one was available with an optional Amplitorque, which would make 10 gears instead of 5. This one doesn't have it, it just has 5 gears. But this is one of the first tractors they put the 3-point hitch on to raise equipment with and things. You could get power shift wheels, which we don't have on this model. This is kind of a basic model. We don't work much anymore. Not these. We have work tractors, we don't bother these. I don't want to scratch them.
Hey folks, stick around. Our feature item today, man, a super sharp pre-def tractor you're not going to want to miss. It's a 10 model 8320R ILS power shift. It's got 2,877 hours on it.
Today, when you're looking for a way to harvest more corn, you can count on Drago to get the job done. With self-adjusting deck plates, more aggressive gathering chains, and longer knife rollers for less ear bounce, Drago corn heads make every hybrid yield better. You'll like their durability too. No other corn head works like a Drago, or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
The only way I've seen to safely clean aluminum grain on stock trailers is Bright Plus aluminum cleaner from Dakota Ag Innovations. With over 15 years of proven performance cleaning all types of aluminum, the results speak for themselves. Dirty, stained, and discolored aluminum trailers don't stand a chance against Bright Plus aluminum cleaner. Safely improve the appearance of your aluminum trailers at home and make a statement with Bright Plus. Order today at trailercleaner.com or find Bright Plus aluminum cleaner at a farm store near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
Well, folks, if you go to our website, MachineryPete.com, all of our auction prices are free. I want you to go there and search pricing before you buy, sell, or trade anything, so you know there's no guesswork. And if you go there now and look at John Deere 8320Rs, we have filters, and you can search by the highest price first. And it'll show you $250K is the highest price we've ever seen on an 8320R. Now today, super sharp 10 model, 2,877 hours on an ILS power shift.
Now tell us about the tractor, that 8320R, a 10 model pre-def.
Right.
And again, looks sharp, just kind of what everybody wants these days.
You bet, clean as a whistle. Been on the Smith farm almost all of its life, so you know the history behind it. Pre-def, Tier 3 tractor, you know, just very clean, taken care of. Everything that a guy wants to buy.
I get 220,000. I'll take 225. Now 230,000. I get 225, 230. I get 225,000. I hold about 30,000. I hold about 225, 230. I get 225, 230,000. I hold 230, 235. Get 235,000. I hold about 235, 55. Now 240,000. Get 240, 240. Buy you Smith quality here. 235, 240,000. I get 235 to 40,000. I hold about 40 to 40,000. I hold about 235, 240. I got 235,000 gallon depth. Does anybody want to give any more? 235, 240,000. 235, take 237.5 before I go, gentlemen. 237.5. Buy this, and now 240,000. You know the home I have. Now 242.5. 242.5. Terry Smith quality, ladies and gentlemen. You knew how he took care of his equipment. 240,000, 242.5. Here we go. I get 240,000. Hold on, 42.555. 242,500. Hold on, 242.5. I get 240,000 now. 42.500 now. 242,500, and I have, ladies and gentlemen, are we all in? Are we all done? 242.5, and I. So, 240,000, the good man bid every time I looked at him. Congratulations, sir. 64. Thank you, Mr. Snyder.
Well, folks, as if we needed any more proof of how hot the market is for great condition pre-def tractors. Wow, our feature item on the sale today, 2010 model 8320R, 2,877 hours, sells for $240,000. That's the second highest auction price ever on an 8320R.
Hybrid power is gaining traction these days as more manufacturers are hopping on the bandwagon. At Agritechnica, we found the latest prototype from Steyr.
So what we have here is the Steyr Hybrid CVT. It's a working prototype actually that we have here, so it's something unique for Steyr. The first time showing a prototype. This unit actually was in the field up to 5 weeks ago. We started this journey on hybrid in 2019 where we showed a full concept already, and we have evolved from there and have now a working unit on display here. Hybrid in this case means I have a standard tractor. That's the base model of 180 horsepower. However, we changed on the engine, but we have now 260 horsepower engine here. We boosted the engine, but the CVT to the rear is rated at 180 horsepower. But we have an electric generator on the front that drives via an electric motor the front axle, which is also a complete new design, independent suspension. And this combination of diesel and electrification brings a lot of functionality, brings a lot of advantages. The biggest advantages with electrification is I have high torque available at low RPM, and it's instant available. There's not the lag that you have with a normal diesel motor. The diesel motor is always running, so it's not like a hybrid car where you can maybe do 20, 30 kilometers driving. The diesel, it's always a combination of diesel and electric. With the instant power of the electrification, we see that the motor is running much more stable. It's running much more constant. So again, I'm saving fuel, I'm taking the peaks out. Hitting constant motor means fuel efficiency, means also lifetime extension. There's a lot of ideas behind it. We are testing, it's a full working concept, in theory ready for production, looking for different solutions, thinking outside the box.
Well, folks, thanks for joining us here today on Machinery Pete TV, Chillicothe, Missouri. And you know, 34 years doing my gig here. We worked with 1,200 auction companies, had a ton of fun. But it is heartwarming to see a young guy like Josh Teeter start an auction company, no roots in the business, just had a dream from tagging along with his grandpa to sales years ago. And now with Teeter Auction Company, he's doing a heck of a job. It was fun to watch him do his thing behind the mic today. We'll see you back here next week on Machinery Pete TV.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. For farmers working to lift, change, and repair tires, check out the Tire Grabber at thetiregrabber.com. No other cornhead works like a Drago or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.